Hi, my name's Tammy, and I am going to be talking to you today about an article that I was looking at about technology in the classrooms. The article is called Integrating Technology in the Classroom: 8 Keys to Success. It's written by Noel and Joe Bittner. One thing that the authors do say in the article itself is that the skills and attitudes of the teacher determines its effectiveness. I have personally seen this. I've been in the classroom for over 14 years as an EA, and I'm just beginning myself as a teacher now. And I have noticed in all these other classes I've been able to observe in that even with the technology, some classes are not using it. Like the smart boards. When the smart boards got brought in, I was in classes where there was amazing stuff going on. And in other classes, it was simply used as a screen to project whatever's under the document camera. So just because you have the technology doesn't mean it's being used the best. And that really does seem to be on the teacher's skill level and attitude toward the technology. This is certainly because it can be very intimidating for some teachers, and therefore it causes a detriment, and technology cannot be used in the classroom effectively if a teacher is too scared to try it. So the authors of this article play out 8 keys to success. So what do we need to do to use technology successfully in the classroom? I'm going to go through those keys and give you a little bit of experience that I've had and kind of what I think about each one. So the first key is the fear of change. A lot of teachers are very unfamiliar with the technology, unfamiliar with the different programs available, and the fear of the unknown is very scary. So it's hard to get started when you have no idea what to expect. The second key, there has to be training in the basics. You cannot assume that everyone has basic knowledge about computers. We've all got that person in our lives that can't even turn on the computer to save their life. And honestly, some people just have that attitude in their head that I can't do this and therefore can't step past that fear to get into that basics. So training in the basic use of computers, turning it on, how to open a file, how to go to the internet. These are all things that some of us assume everyone knows and they don't. Key number 3, personal use. The more personal use a teacher has with the software and the technology, the higher their knowledge is going to be and the higher their interest level oftentimes. Um, it's not guaranteed with all teachers that they are using the technology in their own personal time. So that knowledge and interest just may not be there for some. And that would be a real big detriment in the being able to use it in the classroom. Key number 4 is teaching models. There is such a variety of technology and software available. And if teachers aren't given the opportunity to play and try all the different things that are available, we come back to that fear of the unknown. They don't know it. They don't know what to do with it. They can't present it to a student if they've never done it and have no idea. They also need to try and experience the programs not only to increase their knowledge about them, but also to be able to evaluate the different software programs to see if they're even useful in their classroom setting. A calculus program is not going to be useful in a kindergarten class. Teachers need to know that. Key number 5 is learning based. The students and teacher are in a partnership when it comes to technology. Just like this corresponds completely with our new BC curriculum of a student-centered classroom. Get the students involved in the learning, in the process of bringing technology in. Key number 6 is climate. We can't expect technology without fear of failure. You got to get past that first trial and error stage. Try it out, doesn't work, try again. But if you can't get past that stage, it's very hard. And that brings us into key number 7, which is motivation. You get so frustrated in that first trial and error stage that you can't move past it and move through it. So some motivation is sometimes good, Hopefully it's intrinsic. Sometimes a little bit of extrinsic motivation helps too. Pro D days with door prizes. Those are always good. Key number 8 is support. You need ongoing on-site support. If somebody in your school is available that knows what to do, when you're in the middle of a lesson and something's not working, you got to have someone you can contact right away. And sometimes that person could be a student helper. If you're in a bit of an older class, some of these primaries even have some teachers beat, but have that student helper that's like, oh, why isn't this working? Bring it in, or have somebody available on the phone to just quick question. Overall, these 8 key pieces to get technology working in the classroom is all about the teacher attitude and their ability. If we can get past that, it's paramount to being able to implement technology within the classroom setting. I thank you for listening to me, and this again was, the article's name was Integrating Technology into the Classroom, 8 Keys to Success. It's by Noel and Joe Bittner. Thank you for listening.